And we are live. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to a very special edition of Off the Record on the People's Podcast this afternoon. We have two magnificent guests with us. They're going to give us some amazing information as well as inspiration, and that is none other than the nation babies who grew up to be, great believers. Brother Wazir and Sister Joy. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
And on behalf of myself, my family, and the viewing audience of the People's Podcast, we want to just thank Allah for you all for taking time out of your busy schedule to come have a conversation with us today.
Yes, sir.
All right. And first of all, to everyone who's watching, this is very personal to me because I've known Brother Wazir, growing up together, but I actually got to see Sister Joy my entire time being in Atlanta. So to see you all come together is beautiful for not just me, but for everyone who gets to witness. The majority of the happy people who get to witness you all come together are happy for you all. The first question that we have is, we'll start with you, Brother Wazir. Who chose on who first? Who made the first move?
Well, I think I kind of made the first move because after I got like back in the mosque and I was so determined. I was like, I had told my mom like, Mom, I'm getting in the mosque and I'm gonna get married and I'm trying to find me a good sister that love going to the mosque and that love Elijah Muhammad and his message, like in Minister Louis Farrakhan and his messenger. And I was like, that's what I'm looking for. And she was like, okay, I got a line of them lined up for you in Chicago. I was like, no, I was like, I'm fine. So I chose on her first for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
No,
And
you know how? Like, I mean,
yeah. So okay, so Joy, tell us how it came about.
So I had been going to the mosque, I had been going out, and I was at Wednesday night meetings, Friday study groups, and then I was doing some 10,000 Fearless stuff too with Brother Barry. So I kept on seeing her at all these different events. I'm like, okay, so that was on my check that off. So one time we was in a study group together. I had got a chance to sit in a circle with her, and then they was asking us a question about like, has anybody ever like tried to deter you away from like being in the mosque? And I had went through a situation like that, and then we had similar answers, and I just felt her passion with her answer, and her spirit was so strong, her voice, and I was just like, and I had never seen her before. I'm like, damn, who is this? And then I was just like, I got to get to know her more. And then from then on out, I was like locked in on getting to know her and wanted to know her more and better.
Okay, excellent. All right, shout out to the study group. And hold on, I'm coming to you, Sister Joy. Sister Naima says, Assalamu family. Sister Maxine says, Allahu Akbar, yes, with all these S's. Sister Miriam says, ASA family. Walaikum salam. Thank you all for watching. Okay, Sister Joy. How did you know that Brother Wazir was interested?
because he kept looking at me. I was like, what does he look like? Stop. No, let me stop joking. I knew that he was interested the moment that we were in study group because he was just like agreeing with me, like whatever I was saying, which I was, coming from the heart. And I knew like, okay, after this, he's definitely gonna like try to say something, but I'm not gonna give him no response. But he didn't. But I knew from that point that we had kind of had something there, like as I was talking and as he was talking, that study group. So I knew he was choosing on me.
Okay. Now, Brother Wazir, what was it? Were you nervous about the bringing her to your family? Because we're gonna start with your parents and your grandmother, and then we're gonna come back to you, Sister Joy. Let us know your parents, just to see how important the families come together work. So, Brother Wazir, who are your parents, please?
Well, my parents are Brother Raouf and Sister Rafa, and my grandmother is the late Sister Dolores Ali, the messenger's cook, the national cooking instructor for the most honorable Miss Louis Farrakhan before she passed away. So my grandmother was like always stern and nice. That was like my best friend. And I just was like, and Joy reminds me a lot of my grandmother. And
Mm.
so getting to know her and her remind me of my grandma, that's why I kind of really connected to her. I don't even know if I ever really told her that. And then and my mom and my dad, they just been like strong believers and always was out with each other, always was going to events with each other. And I wanted something like that, like a relationship where, because if my dad didn't go to the mosque, my mom was going. So my dad would be like, all right, I gotta get up and go too. So I was like, when I get in a relationship, I want a sister that I always want to go. If I don't go, she can be like, I still gotta go. And we had that situation today. I was like, I don't feel like going. She was like, well, I already reported in, so we gotta go. I was like, all right, let's go. And then every time we go, I'll be like happy we went. If it's any day, if it's a Wednesday, a Friday, and a Sunday, we always end up hearing something that we needed to hear. That we're going through, whether our personal lives or together in a relationship. So I knew that was gonna be like the foundation, or like I wanted Allah to be at the center of my relationship, and not only being in at home practicing Islam, but going out to the mosque and practicing Islam with other
Oh,
believers.
beautiful. Go ahead. People are showing you love all around the world. Um, Sister Maxine says, love you, coach. Thank you for being an inspiration to many of our junior girls. Sister Taya Shah Buck or Tia Shah Buck says, hey, cousin Wazi, and love you guys. Excellent. Okay, so Sister Joy, let us know your parents, and were you nervous about bringing Brother Wazir around your family? You have a big family, so were you nervous about introducing them?
Yes, my parents is Sister Celicia, and my father is not in the Nation of Islam, but he is very much active in my life. I was definitely nervous because it was like the first time I was like, okay, I don't know how my dad feel. I am young and I know he don't necessarily know about like the courtship process. I wonder how he's gonna feel. But the moment that they met Wazir, they absolutely loved him from the beginning. Like I didn't have to do no massaging. I didn't have to be like, oh, well, this is Wazir. They just loved his energy and his personality because he's like a normal, his heart is so pure and so warm and he's so gentle and he's so funny. So they just laugh at him all of the time. And I was nervous. I definitely was nervous because I was like, oh my God. And this is the first time like I'm officially doing everything right. And I really want this to be the one.
Praise be to Allah. Okay, now for you, bro Wazir, your
Yes.
family, you got sisters gonna be protective. I know how your moms feel about it, of course, your parents, but your moms, every time I see y'all, you know, she was always with you, and your brothers, your family. Were you nervous about introducing Sister Joy to your family?
No, I was excited. I think it's the first time I introduced her to my family was at Savior's Day. And then Joy was kind of nervous because we went to the ball, and I'm like, just relax, you good. Like, and then my mom was happy, my dad was happy, and then that was like the first time. It was kind of like a lot going on because everybody was on their post too. So, but the second time was at our family reunion. It was just like a hit, and then like my mom liked to dance, so and like to watch us dance. So Joy was leading the whole line dance with the with the song
like every
any
song.
type of electric slide. So Joy know how to do. So they was just so happy to see us like up dancing and me dancing and how she like is very attentive to me and stuff like that. And my mom is like, that's what you need. You need a sister that's gonna always be looking out for you, making sure you look right in the public and enjoy me all like making sure I'm good. And I was like, all right. So my mom was really happy about that, and they talk all the time. And if I call my mom, she calls Joy, and she take Joy's side all the time now. I'll be like, oh, this is crazy. So I'm like, but that's what I wanted though, like for my mom to gain another daughter, and for her mom to gain a son.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, okay. And Robert Buck said he's watching. What's good, cuz? Okay. And Naima says all praise due to Allah. Now I wanted to ask you, which one of you all said I love you first?
I did.
Okay. All right. Now before we gonna stay right there. Now, Wazir, I never saw you as like a romantic or mushy on your feelings kind of guy. You always seem serious and cool. So what made it that you was like, all right, man, I'm in love and I'm saying I love you?
Because it's like growing up in the Nation of Islam, I always took like the MGT and the Vanguard very serious. You know, like being in Chicago, like going to MUI, they like instilled in us. Don't even look at the sisters. Like don't like we get in trouble, we getting paddled, everything. Like even for talking, I'm like, dang, how you grew up like so like when I was doing this courtship process, I was really serious and stuff like that. And then I was like, we really asked each other good questions and was like Joy would had a whole list of stuff she wanted us to do before we like like she was like, we got to read this book, we got to do this, we got to read this list of stuff, we got to watch this lecture. She's sending me lectures to watch. We watching lectures together and stuff like that. So I was just like, okay. Then she was like, how you feel about drugs and stuff? She was like, what? Like, I don't want you to do. Like, I ain't playing no games about no drugs and no liquor and nothing. I was like, and that's what I wanted too. I was like, I don't want to be with no sister that's like an enabler. Like, we can sometimes do this. She'd be like, no, never. I'd be like, okay, that's exactly
Never. I said, what drugs have you taken?
because sometimes that's not like a issue for people, and that's like a big issue for me, and that's like something I really was like happy about more than she knows.
It's been so beautiful. Okay, now Sister Joy, what was you all's first date like?
Our first date. Okay, so we had our first courtship date with Sister Veranda and Brother Denon. It was absolutely amazing. It was a place he actually proposed at. So our first courtship date was at Ponce City Market. What's called 9 Mile restaurant up on the rooftop.
Yeah,
and
Okay.
it was really sweet. It was really, really sweet. We had good conversation. Brother Denon and Sister Veranda gave us some advice. It was a really good date, and I'm gonna always remember it. Always. It was fun. It was fun. I was nervous. I was like, what am I gonna wear? How am I gonna do my hair? It's drill season. I'm like, he gonna really ask me in courtship in drill season? I'm so focused on like trying to make 3 routines, and I'm like, I can't. I went looking crazy, I think now, but yeah, it was definitely during drill season. He caught me off guard.
Okay, and I'm glad it went well. And thank you, Brother Wazir, for putting me on to 9 Mile. So now I got a new spot. All right, y'all think y'all put me on 9 Mile? That's a good spot to go.
Definitely got good there.
Okay, now, Brother Wazir, what advice would you give to young brothers? Because there were 2 brothers recently who asked me about they're ready to get in courtship, they're ready to get married. What advice would you give to them, but to young people all around the country who are watching and want to get married?
Questions, like asking a lot of questions, because when you ask the right questions and the like uncomfortable questions, you learn about yourself and you learn about your partner. And just like your ego, removing your ego too is a big thing. And rising above emotions into the thinking of God, long suffering, and taking plenty. Those things go a long way. And then listening, being a good listener, and I can't like say it enough. Ask good questions and really get to know one another on a spiritual level, and always keep God at the center.
Always.
Exactly. Okay, I like those answers, and that sounds very familiar to some of the advice that I've been getting my whole life. So let us know the role of student minister Sharif, and how has he been involved in you all's relationship. We'll start with you, Sister Joy, and come to Brother Wazir.
Okay, well, let's talk about it. Minister Sharif is the reason why we're together to this day. I can tell you a whole bunch of stories, but I'm just gonna limit it a little bit. But Minister Sharif has been an important part of our courtship process and engagement process and so forth. We have been so blessed to have him, and he is very available for us because he wants young marriage, and he has been that driving person that's like, y'all can do this, y'all can get through this, call me if y'all need me. And we've been putting that to the test. Like, we call him like, okay, Minister Sharif, what we supposed to do? He's actually the reason why we're together anyways, because Minister Sharif be trying to put people together. And so one day it was some 10,000 Phillies event, and he was just like, oh, that's Brother Wazir. And I'm like, I'm sure, like, I know, but but he was just like he's seen it from the beginning, and he's an absolute blessing. And a lot of people don't know, but we have a really big gym in the southern region at Muhammad Mosque number 15 that we need to not take advantage of, because he has so much wisdom and advice that he can give to you that can save you, save your marriage, save all of the different things that you think. Minister Sharif can give those things through you, because he's been taught by the best, personally by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Let us not forget. So it's kind of like, we have to be able to, Minister Sharif say, take plenty and long suffering and all of these different things. I'm gonna tell a quick little story. Me and Wazir was in courtship, because people think that courtship, I don't know, I can just give my example, but courtship is trying to see if this person and you can become one with God. And so it's not gonna always be like perfect. Oh, we're so perfect. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be struggles. It's gonna be like situations where you're probably like, I'm not feeling on like you, but you just gotta keep going, especially if you see something with the person. And Wazir pulled a stunt on me. Like it was like January or whatever, and he was just basically like, oh yeah, I kind of want to end the courtship. And I was like, what? So then Minister Sharif talked to us, but it was some surface level stuff. So it's good to have like counseling and stuff like that during courtship, during engagement, during marriage, because it can really, a third party can really help you get through whatever that minor thing is. And I definitely suggest Minister Sharif.
Okay, great. All right, now, Brother Wazir, for you being someone that, you've seen my dad your whole life and things of that nature, as a man, what advice would you give to other men about opening up to their laborers or advisors or to another man, and the importance of having an OG give you some advice?
Yeah. You gotta like remove your pride. And that's one thing like I don't have is a lot of pride. So it's easy for me to call up Minister Sharif and like ask him to help us through this type of situation. And then it's been a blessing, because I always tell Joy like how much I looked up to Minister Sharif when I was younger. And I'm like, I can't believe I'm on the phone with him all the time. He helping us through this. And then she's so close with Minister Sharif too. So it's just like we always talking. I'm like, now he really getting to know me on a personal level. And I'm like, I'm just happy that I'm having this relationship with him. And at the same time, building like a strong bond with my core mate. So I was really like loving it all the time, like talking to him and him giving us advice. And by the way, I want to do a drop real quick. You gotta get these pieces. In case he watching, I'm always looking out.
Still alive, praise still alive.
And also my grandmother book.
Oh yeah.
My mom book. Yeah.
I want to make sure that I shout out, of course, your parents out, Brother Wazir, and of course your parents as well, Sister Joy. But your grandma, Brother Wazir, was always very kind to me and my family. Your parents were, of course, too. But shout out to your grandmother for being nice. And my mom's really looked up to your mother. I mean, well, of course, your mother, but your grandmother, and would always speak about her. And my sisters read your grandmother's book. And just shout out to your family, and shout out to Sister Joy's family. And I'm speaking of your family, so Sister Alicia, a lot of children, but I'm not gonna say favorite or show favoritism, but it's very close to Sister Joy. How is it you the importance of you going to your mom's Sister Joy and saying, I met the one, this is the one. How important is that?
That was definitely important. I don't know, like even when before I got registered and I used to have boyfriends, I wanted my mom approval. Like I wanted her to know, like, okay, what do you? And she would always be like, no, don't like him. No, I think he's weird. No, I think he's gay. All this different stuff. So it was important for me to actually when I did get registered and wanted to get serious with Wazir, I was like, Mom, like I really like him. I want you to like him. Can you like meet him? And at first she was kind of like hesitant, like, I don't know, you know. And then when they did meet, she never spoke bad about Wazir. She never said anything. She always allowed me to make the decision that I wanted to make. And she was always there to support me through whatever the decision was. If I wanted to get married, if I wanted to get in courtship, she was always there to support. And I can't thank Allah enough for my mother, because I wouldn't be here today without her, because she was the one that joined the Nation of Islam and brought me up and raised me in the nation. And I wouldn't be able to meet my husband. But yeah, so yeah.
Okay, great. Now, Brother Wazir. Okay, Brother Kente. Wait, first of all, people show you love all over. Brother Kente, alaikum salam, sir. Supreme Painting and Detailing says salute to Young Love. Thank you all for watching. Brother Musa, Sister Auntie, Sister Hope, all the YouTube family as well. Thank you all for showing love, Brother Gentleman, everyone who continues to show love. All right, Brother Wazir, what do you all do for fun?
Well, we like got our shows that we love to watch.
Okay.
And also, like, believe it or not, going out to the mosque together and reading, yeah, and praying together. I think that's a good thing too for couples to do. Like even when we was in our courtship, we would always pray together. Like I'll be going through something, she's like, all right, let's just stop and do the anxiety prayer real quick. like that's like a part of our whole relationship, stopping and praying. And it's just natural. I know it's not even like something common that a lot of people do, but that's what keep people together and keep families together. And that's something that we love to do, is pray with each other. And
praise be to Allah. Hey, this is Joy. I'm coming to you.
Okay.
Wait, Brother Nelson Ramos says, Assalamu alaikum, beautiful Muslim family. Walaikum salam, Brother Nelson Ramos. Thank you all for showing love. Sister Joy?
So I would say definitely trips to Insomnia Cookies. That is my favorite. Like when he be like, when we're out or something, he was like, oh, so you want some Insomnia? That makes my heart just like go like, yes. And I think like during Ramadan, we took a spiritual journey, and we went to the park and we studied every day. We read the Quran together. That was actually like considered fun. I mean, we a little boring. We like shows and like to, go to sleep or something. And we could be more active, but like watching shows, going to Insomnia Cookies and traveling now. But those are the things that we really like to do.
Excellent. And thank you all once again. So we got 9 Mile, we got Insomnia Cookies. Y'all putting us on to some good all right. For you, Brother Wazir, how important was it for you saying being registered or being active, being back in the mosque and being in the fold? How has that affected your love life?
Well, it's like 100% of the reason that I found love is because if I wasn't like registered and active, I couldn't have went down this journey. And having somebody that was equally yoked as me and going down that journey as well, and that was committed to the process and committed to doing it, the right way. So it wouldn't be no relationship without me being registered, and it wouldn't be no relationship if it wasn't for the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Minister Louis Farrakhan and building the nation up to what it is today and having us come together as a people and a nation.
Praise be to Allah. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. And So are you gonna be going into the ministry because you've been teaching? You know what I'm saying? So what's going on? You gonna be teaching?
Minister Sharif was like, "You said you want to be in the ministry, right?" I was like, "Yes, sir, yes, sir." So I just got me like a my work situation right. I went to a couple of different companies, so I'm somewhere right now where I feel comfortable and I got my schedule where I want it. So I'm gonna start going to the ministry because that's another passion of mine that I need to just start locking in on. And Joy be telling me about like lead with wisdom, lead with lead with the God inside you. And so I'm like, all right. So I'm like, so when I'm in this living room for 8 hours, don't get mad when I start locking in for real.
Beautiful. And I just want to say for Wazir, I'm coming to you to Joy that, man, I'm proud. We're proud. My family and the people, you know, positive people who watch the people's podcast, to see you, man, just be happy, man, and be in such a great place. That's what we all want for. I want that for me. I want that for you. You want for your brother what you want for yourself. So, man, Allah continue to bless you, and just to be happy, man, and be working and positive. All right, Sister Joy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am. So everybody wants to know is we can't have a whole podcast and not talk about drill. Are you excited about what's coming for next season? How we looking?
Okay, so listen, I have already started creating routines because my wedding is December 7th in Chicago, Illinois, and Mas Mariam, and we get married by Minister Ishmael. So it's gonna be a lot to keep up with planning the wedding in drill season, and I'm right now I'm starting to write things down, get a group of sisters together, trying to get it out the way. But I'm hyped for 2025 actually, and I'm ready for the challenge because I really operate well under pressure. So it's gonna be so much pressure, and I'm gonna love it, and it's gonna help my mind just keep creating something. And we're coming straight for you, and that's exactly what's that's exactly what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Praise be to Allah. And Brother Desmond says drill, DI, and then everybody saying teach, and he said Wazir with exclamation mark. So everyone's showing you all love. Once again, this is gonna be an ongoing series, inshallah. Anytime you all want to come back, People's Podcast is family. And bro Wazir, shout out to your family. Sister Joy, shout out to your family. This is what Islam produces, and this is what the NOY produces. You know, with young couples getting married and nation babies, and it's just I'm very excited for y'all, and I'm rooting for y'all, and everyone is showing love that I've encountered dealing with you all. Brother Desmond says he loves this couple. Can't wait to upload this so that you know people we all need inspiration and information.
That's
on
right.
that positive note, this is Joshua Leonard Muhammad signing off of the People's Podcast. We love y'all, family.
Assalamualaikum.
Thank you all for watching.
Yes, sir.
He still says thank you, Josh. Like, hey, Cecilicia. Okay, all right. Anyway, Maybe says, may Allah continue to bless you all. Thank you all for watching.
All right.